One of the darkest episodes in American history is coming into sharper focus. The pro-Trump mob that stormed the U.S. Capitol organized it on social media platforms, and some people made no attempt to hide their identities, posting selfies and bragging about what they did. Now they're being tracked down and arrested. As Mike Drolet reports, their bravado is proving to be their downfall.
Nothing stood between the mob and the Capitol building. History, they believed, was being made, and they wanted everyone on their social media feeds to bask in the glow of their success.
I can't believe this is reality.
But something happened on their way to support a former reality TV star. The very medium President Donald Trump used to rise to fame came back to bite them.
This isn't a political revolution. It's a social media revolution. It's a technological revolution. It's a revolution for right-minded citizens who've decided that they're going to use technology for good, and they're going to use it to go after those who committed what is basically a very serious crime.
By the time the FBI had put out its wanted poster, social media investigators had already begun identifying the most notorious rioters, starting with the guy wearing horns and fur. But others were less known. So Toronto-based Citizen Lab guru John Scott-Railton rallied his followers and was able to identify former Air Force pilot Lieutenant Colonel Larry Brock through the very specific patches he wore on his body armor. Another man dressed in paramilitary fatigues proved more difficult to find until the first piece of the puzzle fell into place. The cap Eric Munchell wore was from a small Tennessee-based coffee company. The information was sent to the FBI, and both were arrested over the weekend. It took a few days, but the rioters eventually realized what was happening and began scrubbing their feeds. If Giancarlo Fiorella of the investigative journalism site Bellingcat didn't anticipate that happening, this picture of Nancy Pelosi's unlocked computer might never have been found.
So if you see the tweet there, he says, "I am inside Nancy Pelosi's office."
Yeah.
With the thousands of revolutionaries who have stormed the building. So that tweet is gone.
Bellingcat's findings are all open source, so it doesn't need to forward what it uncovers to the authorities. But you can bet the FBI is keeping tabs, because it's making their jobs a little easier.
Why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.
Thank you.